What are you doing, David?
I'm lowering the bed, sweetheart. So that you can climb up it as you do. Right, that's it down. Put the ladders on. Now what we had done with the Starlink Mini was to put it up there in the Heki that's up there. Do you want to jump up, Jill? Spring chickens are us. And then just pull it out if you will. I suppose we've not had any heating on it, but this was very much a temporary thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So there it is coming out. And there's the Starlink Mini.
Nice and warm, yeah? So there's been some sun
Coming on.
today.
Yes. Right, if you can just unplug that out the back, or I'll do it, it's alright. So that's the lead it comes with, which that needs to be out, and it is out. Thank you. I shall remove this and put that there, and we'll be back to you in a tick when I get my darling wife back down. Just in case people aren't aware, look at the storage that there is above the bed. Huge. Yes. Right.
Put you up there, Kira.
Well, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Right, are you going to wind the bed up, or do you want me to? And up it goes. So, I've put a couple of them up, and that should then I might have got that in the wrong place. Thankfully they peel on and peel off. That's better. That must be further forward. Right. That's patently not going anywhere. My idea being to have that there and then straps across. I think would be the best bet, because I don't want the metal. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right, so I need to put a couple more up. So what we've done, we've used those bungee straps, and looky, excellent. So that works, but it'll still black out. Right, so now we've got to get power to it.
But obviously you can't open the Heki.
You can.
Oh.
It's on the Heki itself.
Right, okay.
So there should be enough room to be able to open the Heki. I'm not sure how long it takes for these to get full stiction, but that looks okay so far. I mean, opening the Heki might not be a brilliant idea. It just depends if we need to be able to...
But this is just obviously trial and error.
Yes.
See which works best.
Indeed so. Right, so next, power. Right, so... Oh, I'm sorry, was I sitting on it? So we've got this, which is the Starlink cable, which goes from USB-C to the Starlink plug. Now you're saying to yourself, well, there's no USB-C over there. Well, I know, but there is in the cupboard a 12 volt outlet, and this here is the U-Green 150 watt 4-port GAN fast car charger, which takes 12 to 24 volts at 18 amps and will give you, via the C2 output, 28 volts at 5 amps, which the Starlink will like very much, thank you please. So that's the unit. With the wrong way on for the lighting here, I think, look, but there's the unit. Yeah, 12 volts. So let's see if we can get that working. Right, on we go. Yes, come out of the way, puppy dog, thank you please. Right, you need to be right up here, love, because the 12 volt is in there. Are you seeing it? That's it. And look, there's a little blue light which has power. Excellent. So now I need to feed that through there. If you come round here, there's the little hole down there where it feeds in. So we can connect that onto C2, the top one. So that's in there. And this can clip onto there like that. Of course there's a clip on it. And then straighten this cable off a bit. And what's going to happen is it'll all get clipped round here and come up and into there. You'd think it would all be straightforward, wouldn't you?
Nothing ever is.
Ain't that the truth? That's just getting it straightened. This is to stop water getting in, you know. That's it, got it. Right, it's in. So that's waterproof apparently. So up there, to there, there, to there, there, to there, and we'll just put that to there, and then I shall that'll do. Just put that round there. There you go. Right, I'll just pull all this cable through now and tidy it up in a bit. It was originally meant for the telly, but I don't want the telly at the foot of my bed, and I do want Starlink, so that'll all, you know, it'll tidy off round here. It's a mess at the minute, but it'll tidy off. I just want to know that it's working really. Right, so now let's come over here and pop the Starlink app up, if I can find it. Yeah, what happened after that was a comedy of errors, and you never know, there might be some outtakes of it. Bottom line on it is, while on the review section on Amazon, that U-Green adapter to 140 watt PD output is working for everybody else. The one I got, of course, was faulty. So I ended up messing about with all kinds of things to try and make it work. I'm not even going to go into what we did, but I checked the Starlink lead by using our EcoFlow Delta 2. That worked perfectly well. Then I tried a power bank battery, a small power bank battery that also will put 100 watts out. That worked. And then I discovered that I couldn't charge that at the same time it was outputting 100 watts, which is a pain in the bum. So what's happened now is I have ordered a different make of an Anchor one, which again 12 volt, it'll just plug in. We have had it running in that situation and it works perfectly well. So it's easily possible to do this. You just need to know which bits and bobs you want. So there you go. Yeah. Now, yes. Right. Here's what's going on thinking wise, because I'm doing some thinking. We have a router in the van that came with the van. Now, with the Travel Masters, there's been a lot of people that have had an IP address conflict between the panel and the router when they put the SIM in the router, because when you put the SIM in, then it starts doing the Wi-Fi stuff. The router is set to 192.168.1.1. The panel is set to exactly the same address, 192.168.1.1. What we did was to change the router's address from the 1.1 to 1.254, which is the preferred address anyway. And you do that within the router's software. That's been done. However, what we don't know is, given that there's a network lead comes from the router out to all of the electronic gubbins in the back of the van, we don't know why. And I won't know why until I've spoken to the guys at Coachman at the NEC show when we go down next week. If it's not important, then fine, I can just switch the router off. Given that it doesn't do anything with these conflict addresses until there's a SIM in, I don't know why it's there. I suspect it's got something to do with the remote control facility, which you can pay 500 and odd quid to have enabled. And no, we're not going to. So I'm not quite sure. I can put a network lead from the Dishy, from the Mini, to the router inboard, put the Mini into bypass mode so that it feeds the router, and then the router will work because there's a specific socket. I can set the router to work with an external modem, which is what the Dishy would be. But quite honestly, I don't know whether it's worth the clart and fart and carry on to do that, because in terms of what we want to do, Dishy, Starlink, the Mini is absolutely fine. I think what we'll do is we'll leave it just for the moment, and then when I've had a natter with the guys at Coachman to find out what it's all about, then we'll make a decision as to whether or not we need to do that. If we don't, I'd rather not, because it's another piece of wire to run, and it's bad enough having to run that one, because I've seen the look on Gill's face when she's seen it, and she's not the happiest of bunnies, are you, sweetheart?
No.
I'm about to try and sort that out. I'll put another hook up, and I will get some proper cable tie thingy, claggy onny stuffy things to get it up and out of the way as best as possible. And I will also find a way of making sure that there isn't a little sliver of light that comes down when the blinds are drawn for the night time. But that's possibly for another day. It's dead easy to do anyway. It just needs a little bit of something across that flaps it to block it off. The lads amongst us know what I mean. The ladies amongst us just want us to sort it. Isn't that right?
That's right.
So I'll sort it. If you've got any suggestions, down there for dancing, up here for thinking. The bit in between is for feeding and enjoying yourself. So there you go. That's sorted it. Dave and Gill do Starlink. Dave and Gill do all kinds of stuff. So there you go. Dave and Gill have done Starlink, and we'll see you on the next one. Have fun. See you later. Bye bye.